Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be rating Scaramouche Accessory by me, so let's get into it. It had started with something small, as arguments between the two of you often did. But now, it's certainly escalated into something much bigger. The words between you, a lot sharper than they needed to be. Scaramouche stands a few feet away, his arms folded, his usual smirk replaced by a scowl. His eyes are colder than how they usually are, narrowed in that familiar way that tells you he's putting up walls again, shutting you out. He does that when he feels cornered, when emotions get too raw for him to handle. So what if I don't care about their feelings? It's not my job to babysit people. If they're too weak to handle the truth, that's their problem. You shake your head, incredulous. It's not about babysitting anyone, Scara. It's about having some empathy. Not everything has to be so cruel. He stops, his lips curling into a bitter smile. Cruel? That switch coming from you. You're always talking about kindness and compassion, but the world doesn't work around like that. You should know that by now. The coldness in his voice stings, and you can feel your frustration turning into something sharper. You've dealt with his harshness before, but something about the way he's acting tonight, the way he's brushing everything off so casually, pushes you over the edge. Maybe the world doesn't work like that, but that doesn't mean everybody has to be heartless like you. The word leaves your lips before you can stop it, and as soon as it's out there, you regret it. But it's too late, far too late to take it back. Scaramouche freezes, his expression shifting from anger to something else. His eyes widen slightly, and for a brief moment, you see nothing but raw hurt flash across his face. It's gone as quickly as it appeared, replaced by a cold, almost empty look. Heartless? You think I'm heartless? You hesitate, the weight of what you just said sinking in. He knew that was his biggest worry, his biggest insecurity. And now you were just throwing that word around without any feeling. And you would never take that kind of accusation lightly. I didn't mean... But he cuts you off, his voice icy. No, you meant it. You said it because you think it's true. You flinch at the intensity in his voice, but you hold your ground, refusing to back down even though guilt is creeping into your chest. I don't think that it's true. I'm only saying that you act like you don't care about anyone. Like none of it matters to you. But I should have never said that word, because it's not true. I just don't want you to care like none of it matters to you, Scaramouche. Because it doesn't. Why should it matter? People are selfish. And the moment you let your guard down, they'll use you, betray you. That's how it works. You stare at him, your heart pounding, and suddenly, it all clicks into place. This is not about the argument anymore. This is about him. About the walls he's built around himself. And ones that protect him from the world, but also isolate him from it. That's not true. Not everyone's like that. You say quietly, your voice softening. He looks away, his jaw tight, but you can see the vulnerability in his expression and the way he's trying to close himself off. It's not anger driving him anymore. It's fear. Fear of being hurt again. The fear of letting someone in only to have them tear him apart. I'm not like that. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm sorry I said that to you, Scaramouche. He's silent for a long moment, his gaze fixed on the floor as if he's wrestling with something inside himself. You say that, but everyone else does. Everyone promises they won't hurt you until they do. Your chest tightens at his words, and suddenly all the frustration, all the anger from earlier, fades away. What's left is the truth of why he's like this, why he lashes out, why he tries to push people away. It's all because he's been hurt too many times, and he does not know how to trust anymore. Slowly, you reach out and take his hand. Your fingers brushing gently against his. He tenses at the touch, but doesn't pull away. I'm not everyone. I'm not going to leave. And I'm sorry for what I said. You're not heartless, Kara. You're scared. And that's okay. He doesn't respond right away. But his grip on your hand tightens just slightly, as if the hold onto your hand is the only thing keeping him grounded. His eyes remain fixed on the floor, but you can see the way his shoulders relax, the way the tension in his body starts to ease. I don't want to be scared, Wyon, he admits, his voice so quiet, so soft and vulnerable. You don't have to be. Not with me. I promise. You whisper, stepping closer and gently wrapping your arms around him. For a moment he stands there, rigid and uncertain, but then slowly he wraps his arms around you in return. He buries his face in your shoulder, and for the first time, you feel him let go of the anger, the fear, the walls he's built so high. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I understand, Skira. I know. And in that moment, the storm in Scaramouche's head finally calms, and all that really matters in the world is the way you're holding on to each other, knowing that despite everything, neither of you is letting go.